Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome along once again to F1 TS Hub. We are live for the Prestige tier for round 4 here in the streets of Baku in Azerbaijan. China was an absolutely crazy race. Last minute safety cars should have thrown stuff in the works, but it really didn't. Kind of. I mean, Lewis pulled a podium at the very end on the last lap, but it was Julian's well-deserved win that came out of China. So let's hope for something better in China. And as always, joining me in the commentary box in the Prestige tier, as always, is of course Alex.
Hello. How you doing, mate?
I don't know if I'm going to be able for this, mate. The first 3 races have just been too tiring to do, and now we're in Baku. I don't know.
I've had about 8 hours therapy this week, mate, just to get through it. So hopefully I should be okay. Streets of Baku, though, very different race to China. All about the qualifying for me. I think it's a big thing. The VSR boys, Josh and Blizzard, coming out first. Josh first across the line, Blizzard second. This shocked us. We looked at it before the race started. Is that Blizzard is actually way down the pecking order.
Yes, because even though he's been displaying dominance, he's kind of bottled it, I suppose, for want of a better term. He spun in Bahrain. He stopped on the track now as he tries to get some space for a quality lap. But he spun in Bahrain. He did win in Australia, not on the track, but he did inherit a win. Then he spun in Bahrain. And last race, of course, he was also involved in a little scrap and ended up down in 11th place. So didn't actually score any points, so that allowed Julian to take the lead of the championship, and Julian's now, all of a sudden, 30 points clear in the championship, and Blizzard's down in, I think, 5th in the championship, if I'm correct?
I really couldn't get it up for you now, because I've got it loaded up.
Yeah. Well, what?
He is 4th.
4th, okay.
He's joint 4th with Odems, who is not racing tonight.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Blizzard now as we go for a lap around the Baku City Circuit. Just gone around turn 1 and 2, then this first of the DRS section down towards turn 3. Deceivingly tight corner, this one. You do not want to get this one wrong. You can either clip that inside or run out too wide and hit that wall on the outside. The walls are very, very close together. Then into turn 4 and then into 5 and 6, the quick S section here. Very slow speed. The car wants to understeer. Get it close to that wall and then run it out to the wall on the outside. And then we run down towards the castle section into turn 7, turn 8 and 9. Hold your breath through this one because it never gets old watching this. Let's just watch. Blink and you miss it. Castle section. It's one of the tightest corners. I mean, Alex, you've raced here. How hard is it to get that right?
Honestly, it's probably one of the worst things ever. However, I've got something for you. I find this corner the most difficult. You have to brake on it instant down here. Just the corner that Blizzard just did. There was a lot of tight braking around the circuit. Blizzard just did the back end there. But it's a very different circuit to China. It's the first street circuit on the calendar. I think we could see a shake-up in the standings, but to quote Jeremy and Palmer, you have to be cautious on the street circuit. I don't know the complete quote.
No, you have to be alert on the street circuit is the actual quote. But Blizzard bangs in a 136.1, and did you notice he was getting a cheeky toe off his teammate there down the back straight? Josh backed out of his lap and allowed Blizzard to get the toe, which is always nice to have, I suppose. I think the next person across the line be Scopefielder.
Yes. Just to point out, I did mention it earlier, but we have 3 non-racers today, that being Odems, Tom, and Kian. This is the second race in a row that Tom's missed a race, and you thought it was the 3rd time that Tom's missed a race. Is that correct?
No, you're right. I think I was wrong. It's only the 2nd time.
MLA
is out.
MLA and Julian came together.
And Julian has got a 5th-place grid penalty. Oh dear, they've crashed in the castle section. They've come together in the castle section. Julian's facing the wrong way as you look down the castle section. Now what? I'm not quite sure what went on. Maybe there was, I don't know, 2 teammates colliding.
How do you do that, bro?
Don't know, man.
I don't get it. I don't. I think that's. I don't want to be a bit harsh here, but I think that's a rookie mistake by those two boys.
Oh,
Especially the fact considering that MLA really needs points, and now he's probably going to start right at the back of the field.
Yep, and Slight is doing what he does best. He's just banged in 136.8, and he's on the front row once again. Of course, he really made for an exciting Grand Prix last time out. He came together with another car that gave Oldems a podium, of course, and triggered a late safety car with 4 laps to go, giving us a 2-lap sprint to the end. But it's a real shame. He was on course to finish second, so let's see if he can redeem himself a little bit here.
Speaking of last 2 laps, the guy that who's yet to set a lap, Louis, really benefited off of that last 2 laps.
Massively.
And my big thing to MLA though, and Julian, to a certain extent Julian can still get pole, but he'll have to start 6th, is that around here it's a basic one-stop for those cars. That's going to be a big issue. MLA's got to make a lot of ground here on a track where you can't really overtake. Speaking of people that don't really get high on the grid but somehow overtake, Flat Number. Can you get no offense to the guy, he's been great this year, second in the standings, but he's definitely got the race pace. But can he get the qualifying tonight? We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, but of course, if you remember his incredible win in Bahrain, Ferrari 1-2, that all came about because of strategy, and he did very well last time out in China, so maybe he just likes starting outside that top 10, maybe that's just his sweet spot. But then again, it's a street circuit, so you want to be far up that grid as possible. There aren't really a lot of overtaking opportunities, really only turn 1 and turn, we'll say, 3, technically. That's really your only opportunities, the rest is just follow.
Yeah, and personally, I know that it's going to be, another harsh opinion of mine. I think it's stupid to overtake anywhere else. I think if you know you're faster than someone, just wait for the big straight. It won't affect you that much. I think don't take risks around here. That is the word. Like, I know saying that be safe in a league race can be the most boring bit of commentary ever, but it is the most effective strategy. Don't put too much emphasis on your tyres. You do not want to be too stopping. Don't get wing damage because there's really fast left and right handers towards the end. I'm not going to be your friends if you have any kind of wing damage, even if it's light wings. So just be careful. It's the best way around here. And for me, I genuinely think that the McLaren boys will be happy. Obviously starting last time on the back of the grid together. This time so far on the second grid together.
Yeah, that's really good from the McLaren boys, actually. They're still about 9/10 of a second off of pole, actually more than about 9/10 of a second. But there's still some hope there. So that's really good from those boys. Still waiting for Josh to set a lap, and he's just about to come across the line to start a lap, I believe. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So let's see where Josh can go.
What happened to his lap?
He backed out right at the end to give his teammate a tow.
Do you think that was a strategy though?
Yes.
Or do you think he made a mistake?
Well, his lap was actually, I think, invalidated because he came across the line with no time. So maybe just a bit of unintentional tactics, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, sector 2 is like the castle section.
That may be the castle section. Well, it's cleared now. So now, interestingly enough, Lewis has decided that he wants to do his lap on the softs.
Interesting. It is a basic one-stop with the ultra soft tyres. However, it's much more of a smoother ride with the soft, super soft, or soft to super soft. What would you say is the beneficial way? Super soft or ultra soft around the circuit?
Well, we've seen that the middle compound has provided pretty much the perfect strategy. Let's take Bahrain as an example. Black Mamba and Noek starting on the softs came through to get 1 and 2. So I still think potentially probably super softs is a good bet. Super soft to ultra soft, and you can make it work. But we'll see how the strategies play out. Let's see how far Lewis can get up the grid on the soft tyres. Be interesting to see. So let's see, where is Josh on the lap?
Josh is about to finish it. Think about Josh though, I'm going to call him the most unlucky guy ever this season.
Yes.
He seems to somehow get really caught out in the pit stop phase. whether that's traffic or something, because he's really got the pace to mix it with the top boys. He just hasn't been able to do it. Josh comes across the line in P2, but 5 tenths behind Blizzard.
Half a second is huge. Like that,
Around here, yeah.
Yes, Blizzard's had this gap in every qualifying so far, and Julian unfortunately isn't going to really be able to challenge because he's got a 5-place grid penalty now. Whether he decides to come out and challenge that, I think Lewis may have just had to. I think he's going to have to come into the pits for a new pair of pants. Last corner, he clipped the wall. Somehow managed to get it together. He comes to the line. He's inside the top 10 on the softs.
Personally, I think running on these soft tyres is the mistake. I think I've run on supers. I think the further you are... Ooh! I thought you also said Blizzard goes even faster.
36-0. Is this man beatable?
Apparently in the races, but in qualifying, absolutely not. The only people we haven't seen timing yet is the boys in the Ferraris. Julian can still top him on the pace, however, he can't do it overall because he's got the penalty. I'm still really interested in what happened with that Mercedes crash. I don't get it.
Well, I'm assuming there was some sort of contact because when I flicked to the camera, I seen Julian facing backwards. So obviously there was maybe a bit of a misunderstanding between the two of them, or maybe MLA crashed in the castle section and Julian got collected. I don't know, it's hard to judge.
I just don't get how that comes about in a qualifying session. Why were they were they going to swap positions and decided too late? It's really baffling things for me.
Oh, Lewis. Now,
as he retired, he crashed at the castle section. It looks like. No.
No, I'm not sure. Maybe he's just given up.
I can't tell.
And then we got Yelfag in Sector 2 for Blizzard pulling out of the way of a few cars. So that's alright. Oh, hold on a second. Scuderia Seb, P3 in the Force India. And Jesse pops into P3. Now it's getting interesting.
Unfortunately, though, no one has even got anywhere close. There's another yellow flag in Sector 2 and everything alright. So around this circuit, you never know.
Well, it's super close between 3rd, 4th and 5th because those guys are all within the same 10th of a second. So that's going to make for some interesting position changes. And we've just seen Black Mamba out on the circuit and he's gone for the supers as I thought he would. So now, let's see what the Ferrari driver can do. I think he is on a timed lap, so we'll wait to see what that results in. 4 minutes left on the clock. It looks pretty much set to be Blizzard on pole.
We haven't seen Julian yet, but he's
okay. I say that. Soyuz has just done a 1:36.3 to go second. Now he's only 0.3 of a second off of Blizzard.
Oh, it's interesting. A big thing to look at Soyuz though, last week didn't have the best race pace. However, he could really work on that today. Do you think that Blizzard is kind of panicking in that Sauber, considering the fact he hasn't been able to actually get really good results?
I don't know if he'd be panicking. I think he'd just be angry. Maybe now he's just got kind of a red mist descends. He wants those results, so he's probably been doing a lot of practice around Baku. That's probably why he's so far ahead of everybody else. But we'll see in race pace. We'll see if he's been working on that race pace in due course when we head to the race very shortly. 3 minutes left on the clock.
I mean, to be fair, I think for Blizzard his race pace is fine. I think it's just his luck. However, Julian, he could just see some solid performance today. Maybe Sector 2 yellows.
Sector 2 always means castle section, no matter what.
Yeah, but interesting against Black Mamba out of the top 10 on those super softs.
Yes.
Oh, he's out!
Oh no! Right, well that's him starting at the back. So Black Mamba's bottled it in the castle section now, and unfortunately we can't flick to that because of how the spectator mode works. So we're not going to be able to get a view.
I know, I saw it, he just clipped the inside of the castle section, unfortunately.
Championship leader Julian is on a lap. Now remember, he has got a 5th-place grid drop because of that incident with his teammate.
I don't want to insinuate anything here, but do you think that Lando watches these streams and does it on purpose? Do you think he likes the fact that we praise him for coming from the back?
I don't know. I don't think we'll push it that far.
Is it all part of his plan, you know? Is it, because he's second. I don't think is he qualified in the top 10 yet this season?
That's a negative. He hasn't. But he still won a race. And remember, Noek is just coming out onto the track as well. He's coming out on the Super, so he needs to get the results for Ferrari now. Julian's coming through the final sector.
Yeah, these guys that are coming out. And they're going to have to be really, really quick to get out on their laps, I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. No, actually I'm wrong with that, they're fine. I had a wet quali, so I just thought I remembered that I'd get out quite early.
Here comes Julian. It's P3 on the Supers. Great lap. But remember, he's got to start in 8th if he stays there.
I don't know why he went for the Supers run.
Yeah, well, maybe if he gets himself far up the grid, he will still start inside the top 10 on that compound. So maybe that's his thinking in that regard. But he's just about nipped Josh, because Josh is about 0.02 of a second behind him. So cancel section again.
Josh is about to start a lap.
Yeah, now what's going on? What's going on in sector 2? Let's run on board. Doesn't think it's probably just for some slow cars. Doesn't look anything bad. Just cars moving slowly through the sections.
Noak's the only person not to set a lap time yet. He's actually probably going to be the last person on the sector 2 wave yellows.
Yes. Definitely just for slow moving cars, I think, though. So now, can Blizzard go any quicker than he has done before? He's got 0.3 of a gap already. He doesn't need to, but just in case he wants that buffer.
Every time I see sector 2 yellows, like, try on the inside.
Yeah, just waiting for that retire message at the bottom.
Yes, sector 3, that's not normal.
Now the question is Julian going to get across the line to get another lap in? It's going to be close. He's running to the line now, he's 15 seconds, he should get there.
I told you it'd be close, he's going to get it. Yeah,
he is going to get it. And the McLaren behind is right up his chuff, though. That's not going to help him.
The issue for me is as well, is that he's already done 2 laps on the super softs.
Sayuza didn't make it, so he didn't get across the line in time. That's him on the front row currently. Blizzard still on provisional pole position and looks set to take it. And he is coming through the final sector now. Can he get into the 135s? Let's see as he runs through the last corner, running it right out to the wall. DRS will pop open and you'll see the speed increase to ridiculous amounts. 2:15 it should be across the line. It gets to the line and it is a 1:35.9 dead. Blizzard is just on fire.
Hello, yeah, I'm back. Sorry, I had another mic issue. But yeah,
Josh P2. Josh P2. Yeah, Sayuza. Yeah, he did get pipped.
Sector 2 wave yellows.
I think
Oh, it's for Bookster.
Jesse into P4. Great lap from Jesse. Nowak inside the top 10 in P9 on the Supers. Gets pipped by Retrix. And here we go to the line. We're going to see a bit of a train here. We got the McLaren of Wayne following in the slipstream of Julian, who's following in the slipstream of Scuderia Seb. So let's see as they run to the line. Where are these guys going to end up? Because these guys follow each other around the entire lap. Julian's got a 5th-place grid drop. Scuderia Seb goes P6. Julian goes P4. And Retrix can't improve. So Blizzard's on pole once again. It's a Sauber 1-2 here in Baku. Josh P2. Sayuza in P3. Julian is going to start in P9. So that's going to promote Jesse into P4. That's going to be his best grid position of the season.
You got to feel for Julian though, P9.
Yeah, that's not what he wants at all.
That's certainly not what you want. That's why I don't get why he's already done 3 laps on those super softs though. I think he's for no better word. I think he's made a mistake. I think he's done one or two more laps than he would have liked to. because that means he could probably only push his supers out to about lap 9 before they start to die off.
Yes.
I don't know how to feel.
Well, again, Blizzard likes taking pole by half a second because he's just done it again today.
Look, I think we don't need to do qualifying anymore. It's Blizzard's.
Yeah. Well, he got pipped last time by Julian, but just Baku is just his. It looks like just dominant.
Right, what we do for the rest of the season, we have Blizzard on pole, and we have Black Mamba right at the back, and we see what happens. The rest of them just kind of fill in wherever they can. But this is a really different grid to what I was expecting. I thought the Mercedes would be a lot higher up than we were. I didn't expect no offense to him, he's a great driver. I didn't think Jesse would be up as high as he is. Great job from him.
Yeah.
Again, there's a few people that I feel did not reach their potential. Really, the Mercedes, they've had a weird season in terms of the fact that they didn't do too well in qualifying. However, one of their drivers is the top, is at the top of the pecking order. But you got me feeling for MLA at the moment, who is in like P6, I think, in the standings.
Yes.
Which is odd because we know he's better than that. He probably knows he's better than that. To just clarify, he's in P8 and he has scored 20 points so far.
Right. Well, thankfully, it's a nice clear day in Baku. We got no rain. I don't think we've actually had any rain at all this season in Prestige. I don't think we did. I can't, off the top of my head. No, we definitely didn't.
Did we get any in Australia?
No, definitely not.
Intermediate? I thought we had qualifying conditions in the Inters.
I think it was Inters and then it dried up at the end, from what I remember. So we haven't had a wet race yet.
No, we haven't had a wet race yet. Same thing in the podium tiers. But wet round here, no one wants that.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Monaco in the wet. Definitely.
That'd be a treat. For us in the comms box, not for the drivers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship second. Red Bull on top with 104 points. Their next challengers is the Haas team with 50 points. The Red Bulls have got double.
Wow.
What the Red Bulls do. And then...
Yeah,
sorry, that is the podium tier, that's my bad. Let's redo it.
Oh god, he's really ruined it.
I've ruined it. No. So let's redo this. The Mercedes are winning on 81 points. Then you have Red Bull on 58, Sauber on 53, and Ferrari on 50.
Right, it's close. Very close.
There's a massive drop afterwards because then you have McLaren on 22.
Right. Well, let's have a quick look at the tyre strategies. No big surprises. Julian, of course, is inside the top 10 on the supers. Then Noek is also inside the top 10 on the supers. And Julian's got away. Now, how has he managed that? How is he in P4?
He had the 5. Oh! Julian collided with one of the, I believe, one of the Haas cars. With Elke. I don't know what's going on.
I think Julian's just dodged a bombshell.
Did the game glitch?
I think so. I've seen it before. I think Julian may be starting on row 2.
I think he would feel a bit annoyed about that, considering he's in a field of ultra-soft runners now.
Yes. Now, outside the top 10, no big surprises. Everybody on super softs apart from Bookster, who's gone for softs. So, Julian,
yeah.
Wow, he's got away with it.
Has he though? He's on, for lack of a better term, he's on 3 lap old super soft tyres. He's got to allow push those to the limit. And he's got to get a good start with ultra soft runners around him. Also, just put out in the constructors, every team has scored in this tier, which is brilliant. But for me, I think Julian is in a sea full of sharks, and he is the bait, unfortunately.
Yes. Now, he did... he is good at his race starts, but he is going to be, as he said, a little bit compromised on the harder compounds. They're not going to have the same grip that the Ultrasofts do. So, we'll see off the line. Can Josh get in front of his teammate? We'll see. He's going to have the inside line for the corner, but he's on the dirty side of the track, which is not going to help him. Blizzard's on the racing line, more rubber down, it's going to help. Soyuz, gotta watch out for him too. He could come through the middle and make things very interesting. MLA is lining up on the back of the grid. We're going to get ready then for the start of round 4 of the Prestige tier. 2 Sabres face toward turn 1 on the front row. Get ready, settle in, because here we go. We go to 5 red lights for the start of the Baku Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Blizzard gets a decent start. Josh gets a decent start. It's all even off the front rows. We run down towards turn 1. Soyuz looks to the outside. A little bit of contact in the background, but it all stays the same. Up front, Jesse gets in front into P4. Julian has dropped down to P8, and he is in that. He's diving down the inside of a million cars there as he tries to get past a little bit of a pile up behind there. Almost 4 wide in the background. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on in the background there, but all stays the same. Up front, Wayne's managed to get up to P4. Great start from the McLaren as he tries to get himself up the field. Chases after the Williams now. Soyuz are right on the back of Josh as they run through into turn 4, and all pretty much a good start from everybody there.
Apart from Elku in the pass, got very caught out there. He's down 9 positions.
Yes.
Wayne, the shocker there, getting up for 3 positions.
Yeah, great start from Wayne. That's great. And he's already pushing on and closing up to Soyuz. So, gonna get interesting. Julian did start P4, but he had a terrible getaway. So it did not work for him on those super softs, but he's in P7. He's dropped 3 positions, but Wayne, big gainer, up 3. He started in P7, and Noex dropped 1. Lewis is up into P10. He's on the back of Elku already, having a look towards the last couple of corners. He's going to dive down the inside. It looks like Elku's going to give him the room, hold it around the outside, give each other racing room. Good bit of racing there as Lewis tries to find his way through. Up front, let's see if there's going to be any moves. Soyuz looks like he might be able to get in front of VSR Josh here. As we run down towards turn 1, looks like he's going to have the move done without DRS. Goes to the outside. He's not going to have the overspeed now. As he runs down into turn 1, he's on the outside line, and he gets it done. Soyuz is into P2.
So wait, Elku is not at the back then?
No, he's in P10.
So that's another glitch for me, like in Bahrain, so I can't actually see what Elku's doing. So far he's generally just crossed the line in mine. Great. So far, Soyuz, P2, but I was correct about Julian. This is not me bragging, I just think it's
we're having a 3 wide moment back here in P11. Oh, Black Mamba tries to squeeze down the inside of 2 cars. Doesn't quite work. He's side by side with his teammate. He gets in front. Black Mamba's net wants to get up the field now because he started in P14 or 15. He's on the back of Malloy as he tries to get himself up through the field. They went 3 wide into turn 3, which is quite dodgy, but they managed to make it work.
Oh, yep. Black Mamba though, on mine used to use P11, he might be P12.
He is definitely P12.
So he's not bad, but he's behind Malloy.
He is behind Malloy, yep.
Sorry about this, guys. There's another great Codemasters glitch. Just to keep an eye on something, Louis is right on the back of Retrix, who in turn is almost right on the back of Julian. Julian is dropping back far in this field, like I said. He's in the sea full of sharks at the start of this Grand Prix.
This is the Jesse train that these guys are a part of, because Jesse's 1.6 behind Wayne, and he's got pretty much everybody else behind him now. Oh, we got a big crash in the background, That is Elku. He's crashed into the wall in the last 2 corners, destroyed the Haas car, and that's going to be him out of the race on lap 3. DRS has been enabled. Black Mamba has got in front of Malloy. Can Malloy come back at him into turn 1? Doesn't look like it, so Black Mamba's into P10. As a result of that, we've already lost Elku from the race.
Well, that's devastating. At least now I don't have a glitch, so I should be alright now. But yeah, Elku, disappointment. We've got a feel for him. One man who won't be disappointed is Wayne, and one man who will be ecstatic right now is Blizzard.
Yes, Blizzard, by the way, is almost 2 seconds clear of Soyuz already in this early phase of the Grand Prix, but then again, we know he's very good in the early stages, But remember in China, Soyuz started to bang in the lap times and got nice and close to him later on. And also Julian's trying to make his way up through the field as well after that terrible start.
Wayne is also now fell behind. I don't know what's happened.
He's had a problem. He's got wing damage, I think, because suddenly Jesse's half a second behind him.
And there is a major train going all the way back to Retrix.
Yes, so this is going to be interesting with DRS enabled. This is going to make for some interesting view. I'm going to call 4 wide.
He doesn't have a lack of downforce, it seems, Wayne. Maybe I'm wrong. But he seems alright on the downforce. Maybe. Oh, that was Scuderia said, making a big mistake. That's carbon fibre on the circuit.
Yeah, he lost a bit of his wing. Here comes Lewis on Julian. This is going to be big for the championship. He needs to get in front. Of course, Julian goes defensive to the inside, weaves to the inside. Lewis is going to dive it down the inside of turn 1. Can he make it work? Didn't almost make contact. Julian just leaves enough room. Can Lewis get in front now? Doesn't look like he'd have to wait for the second DRS section. That was very, very close to ending in tears. Here we go once again. Wayne leads this train. Jesse's right behind him. Can Jesse get anything? Doesn't look like it. He's too far back. But this is a fantastic train that we got going on here.
I thought there was contact between Julian and Louis, but it was very, very close. Ooh,
Malloy's out. Malloy. We've lost Malloy. He's done an Ocon. He's done an Ocon. He's put it in the wall right there.
Malloy, it's just not going well for him this season, is it?
Not at all. And
Josh on Soyuz are though very, very close now.
And just in case you want to know, the 2 Ferraris are in the points now and catching the back of the train.
Also, another thing, have we caught up to Blizzard?
Yes, Soyuz has suddenly taken 0.6 of a second out of him.
There was
like
a mistake
I
there
said.
from Blizzard. Because 0.6 is quite a bit. But Josh is on the hunt. But Wayne doesn't seem to have any wing damage. I don't even know what happened to him.
Just a mistake, maybe.
As right now we have Louis
on
the back of Julian, who is in turn on the back of Jesse. And then the Retrix is not too far behind, but look who's lurking.
Buckle up, guys. Oh, that's very close through the last couple of corners. Julian's already alongside. Gonna get the DRS, and Lewis is gonna try, and there's no room there. Lewis, don't try and squeeze in there. And here they go. He can't find any room. They are definitely 3 wide now as they run towards the corner. Jesse backs out. He's into the pit lane. Now Lewis can have a chance to maybe dive down the inside of Julian. There's going to be contact there. Lewis goes late on the brakes and gets the move done. That's a brilliant move from the Red Bull. Nice and cleanly done.
Yeah, and now unfortunately for Julian, his troubles don't go away. He's got Retrix on the back of him immediately.
And look who's 1.3 behind. He just appears out of nowhere, doesn't he?
I don't know what happens.
He really just appears. I don't know.
These guys consistently make it interesting for us. I don't get it.
Let's peep up front for a moment, because Soyuz, he's getting close.
Yes.
So let's hope that doesn't end like China did, but he's definitely got the pace.
Yeah. Also, Josh is stuck with them, so I think it's more Blizzard end more than Soyuz. No offense to Soyuz, just saying that Blizzard is right there. So Josh is right there with them.
Yes.
Also, speaking of close, Louis on Retrix, Wayne, sorry.
Yeah, we do forget that Lewis started on the Super Softs as well, so he's really charging through the field.
They were a lot fresher than Julian's though.
Lewis is up 8 positions from where he started after 5 laps. It's brilliant driving. He's about to be up 9 positions because here he comes on Wayne. Will Wayne peel into the pit lane? It's going to be an easy move for Lewis anyway. Pulls to the inside, DRS open, gonna have the overspeed. Wayne can't really defend, and Lewis is into P4. Can Julian follow? Maybe he can. He's gonna go to the inside and take down the inside of the McLaren, and definitely Wayne's gonna fight that one around the outside. There's just a little bit of room left. Julian, can he find the room? Yes.
Also,
and Black Mamba got in front of Retrix. Now, has he done that?
I was watching that battle. There was contact between the two of them. I think Retrix came out the worst of the two. I think there was a bit of carbon fibre, but it was just going down the back straight. Black Mamba, where did you start? What was it? 13?
Let's have a look. He started He's up 8 positions from where he started. So yeah, he started 15th on the grid.
Stop. Stop. Please, Black Lambert, stop.
Do you remember what happened when he started 15th last time? He won. So...
It's going to be a much harder charge around the streets of Baku, though.
It's a lucky number for him, it seems. 15. He's within DRS range of Wayne.
Yes, only just though. Oh, wow, he's actually really caught up there. Wayne made a mistake. He was only just 9/10 behind. Now he's coming into the 6/10. One person that has not had the luck of Black Lambert is MLA.
Yeah, MLA.
Still...
Yeah.
And he's had a decent start, but I believe Jesse and Scuderia 7 both had been in the pit. Yeah, they're the only two. So technically, he would have been 13th.
Here comes Black Mamba.
Oh no, here we go again.
On Wayne. And his next target after Wayne will be the man in the lead of the championship, Julian. I remember Black Mamba's actually second in the championship. So he needs to get in front. Sayuza in, Josh in for the first round of stops. They've managed to bring it in. And Wayne peels into the pit lane. So Sayuza bolting on a set of soft tyres. Josh is going to go for the softs as well. And let's see, Wayne is probably going to go for the same thing. Yep, soft tyres for those guys. Now Sayuza's going to come out in front of Bookster, just so he's got some clean air to work with. A little bit of clean air, that is. Come out behind MLA.
I'm going to look for them as Louis, I think. You know, obviously he's not going to pit for about another 3 or 4 laps here, but he is taking chunks of time out of our leader, Blizzard.
Yes, because those ultra softs are very much gone on Blizzard's car.
Yes. Speaking of gone tyres, Black Mamba is beginning to mount the charge on Julian, although he doesn't really have to. He's definitely in a much more healthier position than Julian. I'm not being mean to Julian, it's just the way it's fallen out for him. Unfortunately, the game had a weird glitch, but it said he had a penalty, but then didn't have a penalty. It's really weird, and I think, you know, unfortunately Julian's...
Oh no!
Left.
Oh no! Oh, don't do this to him! No!
He's done so well.
Oh, he's disconnected. For God's sake! Come on, get back, man! Please get back, because he's going to lose the position to Josh now, for definite, because Josh is right behind him. Oh, I got a feel for the guy. I just noticed, by the way, completely off topic. The YouTube channel's just hit 200 subscribers. I was keeping an eye on it, but it has just hit it.
Woo!
So there you go. Well done, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, Blizzard in now. The one we want to watch is Josh. Josh is going to take over that position, of course. And Blizzard, he got held a little bit there. He's on his way out. Where is Josh? Rounding that corner. It is close. He lost time in the stops.
Louis though got like a second out of Blizzard on that lap alone. Yeah, Louis just keep popping in those times, man. I think Louis is going to be the danger man to look at.
Yes,
considering
yeah, I definitely think so.
And Josh have a bit of traffic in front of them. MLA, then Scopefielder, then Black Mamba, then Julian.
I think Sayu's back. No, he's not. Never mind.
Did Bookster have an issue? I'm not sure. Poor Sayuza. What could have been?
He looked like the nearest challenger to Blizzard, but that's pretty much gifted him. But tell you what, Josh has got a lap in those tyres already. And look, he's right on the gearbox of Blizzard.
Yeah, lads, keep it. Ooh, Blizzard, yeah, you saw the cold tyres not really working for him. Yeah, Josh is right there on the back.
There's going to be a swap down the main straight for sure, as long as they keep it clean through this sector.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be quite a non-interesting race for us, I think, if it's just as Hellboys up front. I believe these two are probably in the same chat as each other as they race, so they're probably just going to do the best thing for the team. But you've got to think, if you're VSR Josh, you want to get a race win. You've had such rotten luck. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's backed off.
I don't get it.
Never mind.
I mean, I understand race strategy and all, but for me, this is again entertainment, and I don't understand why he backed off. For me, being an F1 fan, I'm not a fan of that. Race, boys, race. I think that's the best way to go about it. You know, people. You know, I don't understand that. I think give us a show, but that's up to them. That's their race strategy. It'll work out for them. However, it's not really that's interesting for us because I think us in the common block we'd like to see a tussle between these two.
Yeah, inter-team battles are always the most fun. But yeah, unfortunately, there is the championship to think about and the constructors. You got to maximise the points, I suppose. But no F1 fan really likes team orders.
I think especially in this situation where you know both of you haven't really had the best race results. You guys are fighting for the points here. Sayed's just gone down again. He's not back. But for me, I think we need an injection of life into. I don't want to be upset or anything. It's just it is a part of F1. It is F1 politics. But I feel in this situation, give us a show. It's Azerbaijan. You know, it would be nice to have a little bit of a race, but you know, obviously they've got to do what's best for their team, and they're going to do so.
Yeah, they've got to get through the traffic of MLA and Scopefielder, who are fighting for position. Of course, they've gone 8 laps on those supers. Okay, Blizzard made a mistake there. He slightly tapped the wall on the way out of the last corner. I don't think he got damaged, but he lost a chunk of time there. Julian is in, and he's going to bolt on his head of the soft tires. Blizzard, fastest lap of the race. And here he goes. Scopefielder and MLA are fighting up ahead. As you can see, MLA gets into third. Scopefielder hits the wall. Blizzard's going to go to the outside. This is really, really tricky, and Scopefielder, I think, wisely backed out of that one.
One man that won't be backing out though is MLA's, and that's a torrid time.
Julian came out just behind Bookster. He slotted into the neat little gap between himself and Jesse. Here he comes, take away that 7th place from Bookster. Bookster's not going to fight that one. Julian's on fresh tyres. There you go.
Oh, Julian actually, to his credit, he's not got any traffic between him and the South Voids.
He's actually, I think, technically in an FP3. But we'll see after the stops. Oh, Blizzard dive bombing into that section. That was nicely done. Josh has got a penalty, 3-second time penalty. That's pretty much put an end to his chances.
MLA's out!
Oh, he's crashed in the castle section, I think. Let's have a ride on board. He's done exactly what he... Oh, no. Surely a safety car. Surely. Come on, Cody's. There's no way. There's no way. That is...
How is that not at least a virtual?
There we go. Safety car deployed. Cody's heard our cry. And look how much that's going to... Lewis is going to come in. He's on the back. He's on the main straight. This is going to help him massively.
Surely.
In comes... And look who's... It's always the safety cars. Black Mamba once again in the prime position for this as well. Here in comes Lewis for the soft tyres. And he may have just looked into this one. He's going to take the net race lead, unbelievably.
You'd like to think so.
He is going to take it. Blizzard is nowhere near. Blizzard's in.
I don't get this.
And that's going to hold Black Mamba in his pit box. Oh, he's getting held in the pit box as those guys come by. So now, Lewis is into the race lead, net race lead of this race. Julian now in P3, Wayne is now P4. Black Mamba came into the pits as well. He's going to come out. Where is he going to come out? It's going to be tight with Retrix. He's going to get out behind Retrix. Yes, he gets behind Retrix.
So I don't get Blizzard's strategy. He wasn't on too older tyres. He's not going to make those supers last 15 laps.
I don't know what his plan was there.
He's not going to, honestly. I don't want to be, if he does, they're going to be honestly destroyed. But I think he's committed a mistake, mate. Again, I don't really want to talk about Myers too much, but you couldn't make those supers last more than 11 laps with decent pace.
Unbelievable. Lewis is now in the race lead. He just got the safety car timed perfectly as he was down the pit straight. Amazing.
Julian in third, Wayne in fourth, Retrix and Wayne so half side by side. Black Lander's there. Sayuza seventh in his ghost car.
Yeah, yeah.
Come back now, Sayuza. You can still do it.
This is his chance to get back.
I don't think so at this point in the Grand Prix. He'll be back. I thought he'd be back a lot earlier if he would be. But you've got Blizzard behind them. Noah, Scopefielder, Bookster, Jesse, James Statham, Scuderia, Seb. Scuderia Seb is a ways back. He's gonna have to really start to catch up now. I don't know if it's safety car in this lap.
No,
if
it's
is,
not. I don't think so. We would know by this corner, I would imagine. Malloy has left the session. He was DNF'd earlier, but we've managed to keep 14 drivers. So the drivers are doing super well to keep everything together in Baku. But Lewis is in the race lead from VSR Josh, from Julian, from Wayne. Can Wayne snatch a podium? It'd be amazing if he could.
Can Julian get the win again after his not so brilliant strategy at the start of the Grand Prix?
Is this Josh's chance? Is what we got to ask as well.
You'd like to think so. This is the golden opportunity. Especially down here, Louis actually been quite vulnerable down that back straight. Even though we'll start off, slipstream down that back straight is mega.
Noek is in. Now, why has he come in?
So late.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's gone off the supers. He's done the same thing that Blizzard's done.
I don't understand. Do you understand? Can you put some clarity to this?
Well, I mean, the super softs barely last about 11 laps, so these guys are going to struggle. They're going to have to bolt on a set of ultra softs at the end. They committed themselves to a 2-stop, pretty much.
Maybe they're planning on there being a second safety car. That's what they're planning.
Maybe.
But you can never be sure. That's the thing, you can never be sure around. I don't think you could ever use that as an excuse. I think the man in the 5th position right now is probably Julian. 2-lap old softs. Black Mamba as well on that 1-lap old softs as well. Those two are the 5 positions. But if you think about it, the top 2 are split. Oh, Jesse's left.
Oh, Jesse's left.
It's just a quick infinite.
Disconnections are an issue, it seems. So I think we're probably going to see the safety car in this lap.
Jesse, the biggest loser though. Oh no, sorry, Sayuza. Down, no, actually Blizzard down 7 positions. But he's on an extra stop. But for me, Jesse, what a poor start from today. He doesn't come back. What a poor start. Just had a really good quali, P4. Don't know what happened. Really, he just didn't really have the race pace.
Well, the 2 McLarens are doing exceptionally well today. 4th and 5th currently. They're pretty much on the same tyres that Josh is on. Black Mamba's obviously on newer tyres, so he's going to be the one to watch. Safety car in this lap. So I think Josh is going to be the one to watch here, and definitely Julian, because Lewis is not going to have a slipstream effect. Josh will. So this is going to be interesting.
Is Josh now the sitting duck on those older softs? Do you think Josh should have boxed?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think he should have.
So. No, personally, because maybe they only have 1 set of soft tyres, but I don't see why you'd make that extra stop when you know your tyres are going to make it anyway.
Get ready.
We're going to be starting off very, very soon.
Get ready. Lewis is going to hit the gas very shortly. He's gone. So safety car is just about to peel in. Josh is not going to be quite able to do anything, but here comes Julian. Can he do it? He's going to be on the inside. He's coming to turn 1. Watch for Wayne on the inside, but Julian's going to get the jump on Josh. He runs him out to the wall.
Josh!
And Retrix got into P2. The 2 McLarens are 2nd and 3rd after all of that.
Oh,
Black Mamba's into 4th place. Josh and Blizzard's got a 5-second stop go for colliding with Julian. Oh, it's all gone off here. It's all kicked off here.
I think Blizzard lost a bit of a front wing.
Oh, Blizzard's had an absolutely torrid time. He's now behind his teammate, but look at the 2 McLarens.
Julian's come back to the back.
Julian's at the back. This is disastrous.
I don't think he's lost any damage, or took any damage, sorry. But for me, Blizzard, what happened? I didn't see it. Did you catch it?
I didn't see it, but he collided with Julian. He collided with his championship rival. Blizzard now, but he's still... Josh, I think, just let him through. Anyways.
I don't understand that. Joe Blizzard again at the caster section!
Oh, he's lost all his front wing. He's lost all of it. He's going to have to let his teammate through now, surely.
He can't hold up the field here. He can't hold up his... He's got to be very gentle to this section as well. Takes a lot of downforce down through here.
Oh. Here we go. Blizzard goes through. He lets everybody through. Nowick has hit him. I think there's just about missed him, but Blizzard's going to drop to the back of the field. He's retired. He's out of the race for the 2nd race in a row. Well, actually, this is first retirement of the season. Blizzard is out. An absolute drama here. And Lewis, 3 seconds clear in front.
I think the only person that can really get him now
Now, where's Bookster come out of? He's going to take 5th away. Josh is in.
Josh has got a box. Disaster for the server.
I did say the Ferraris were one to watch. Here comes Noek. P6 now.
I saw he was in the back a minute ago.
He was. Now he is on the super softs. He's not going to make them last. But yeah.
No,
oh.
Do you think the reason that?
I don't believe it.
Do you think the reason there's a box just because he only had ultra softs left? If you think about the tyres you get given 2 sets of supers, 1 set of softs, and the rest of ultras. You think that's why he didn't bother racing? He only had ultra soft tyres left.
Prestige, you got to chill out, man. Seriously, this is getting stupid now.
Do you want me to set you up with my therapist? I can get you a few sessions.
Yeah, please, please.
The stress.
But
every time someone goes to the castle section now, we've got our eyes peeled.
But I mean, the prospect for Josh and Julian to score points is pretty much 0 now. They're 20 seconds behind Jesse, who is the next car. But then again, he's disconnected, so actually, no, they might get points.
Julian and Jesse, Matt. Julian and Josh, sorry. Julian, the race, the series leader. There's no Wayne and keep an eye on Wayne and Retrix.
Yeah, Wayne and Retrix. Can Wayne get in front of his McLaren teammate? The two teammates are working together because they've got Black Mamba closing in behind them. And you just can't think about the championship as well, because Black Mamba's second in the championship. He's going to claw points back off Julian now, who was 30 points ahead, but he looks to be getting a little bit closer now. He'll take 18 points out of that gap if he stays in. Noek's got in front, fast lap of the race into P5, and he's now up behind his teammate.
Or if he can make those super soft last, Noek could be on for a great one.
Now, let's have a look at... Now, Noek started 10th. Black Mamba up 11 positions where he started. Lewis is up 12 positions where he started behind Black Mamba and is now in the net race lead. And all he's got to do is bring it to the end.
Yeah, but you never know around here.
You never know.
Is it getting darker for you as well? Is it getting a bit more cloudy?
I think it's just getting into the dusk time.
Oh, yeah, good point. Maybe a very good point. Obviously, a bit of rain would again spice things up if we even need it around a circuit like Baku. Louis, though, smashing job.
Yeah, timed it to perfection.
Again.
Got lucky. We will admit he got lucky, but you have to be. There is an element of luck in F1,
especially around Baku.
Yes.
you'll take luck around Baku.
I think Black Mamba's going to get a podium again today.
I think he's in the chance for a race lead. I still think he can do it.
Yeah, it depends on his pace. Obviously, he's still about 5 seconds behind our race leader, but can't count him out.
Yeah, but he's looking a lot faster than those McLarens.
I told you 15 is his lucky number.
I don't get it.
Anytime he starts 15th, he's going to get a podium. It's just the statistic is going to hold up now. But here he comes.
The only thing that could have made this race crazy is if we had Odems in it. So Odems always seems to be causing some kind of interesting moment this season.
Noek fastest
lap again.
Yeah, he wants to close up, but now Black Mamba's right in this train of the McLarens. One of these McLarens is going to get a podium at least, but just which one?
Maybe. You've got Noek chasing if Noek can look after those supers.
Yeah, he is 2.4 behind, and Bookster's well up as well. Scopefield are also in a good position. Scuderia Seb's right behind, and those guys are having an all fight down here for 7th. VSR Josh fast lap the race, now those guys are outside the points, so that's not going to mean a huge deal.
In the next 10 laps though here we could be seeing a lot of action as Noek is closing in quite rapidly. It was 2.6, now 2.2.
Yeah,
as we go through this little section here. Retrix, the slower of the two McLarens, I have to say. I don't understand why Wayne hasn't overtaken them yet. I think Retrix at his current pace is just because of moved to train, and that's not going to help out the McLaren boys.
Yeah, and it's clear that Black Mamba's faster than all of them, but he just needs to find a way to get past, because Wayne is also going to have DRS off his teammate. Yeah,
and also speaking of people closing up.
Oh no! Oh, Black Mamba's hit the wall there. I think he managed to... No, he just avoided damage. He was lucky there, but he's dropped out of DRS range now.
Speaking of going inside DRS range, he's still there, just about, I think.
Yeah, now, is he inside within the detection point is the question.
Where is the detection point?
I think it's back there. I'm not too sure. I'll just wait for the beep. No. He didn't get it. Wayne's going to swap. Here he comes. There's definitely going to be a swap for second. Oh, no, he backs out of it, interestingly.
These guys are battling. These guys are bustling.
There's no team orders here. Scuderia Seb on Scopefielder gets it done. Into turn 1. Into 7th place.
Black Mamba, he's closing.
Yeah, that little mistake would have put him off, though.
Yeah, and also Noak's right there with we're going to see a battle here between the Ferraris and the McLarens.
All this is allowing Lewis to just eke out a gap up front.
One battle we will keep our eyes on though, which I feel like will emerge very, very soon, will be Julian and DSR Josh. I think that's going to be an interesting one in the later laps here for that very last point.
Yeah, 1 point. Julian needs every point he can get to just make sure that championship gap stays relatively big. But Black Mamba, if he gets into second, he's going to bring that gap down from 30 to... He's going to bring that down to 22. No, sorry, not 22.
Yeah.
30, 29. Yeah, 22. No, I'm right. Sorry, I'm right. Or am I right? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. 12.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Sorry, 12.
Not so 22 seems really high.
Well, I mean, that's if he doesn't get passed by Noak.
Noak on those supers. Surely you get Noak to kind of... What I would do if I was looking at this is where I think team orders could come in nicely.
I think I jinxed Black Mamba. He's struggling now.
No, I think he's letting his teammate through.
He didn't look to have the downforce through that left-right, but Noak into P4. He can have a goal. Wayne is going to have a goal down the inside of Retrix into turn 1. They are battling. There's no team orders here. They almost put each other in the wall. And Wayne is into P2 as the McLarens fight for those podium. Oh, there is no team orders here. 2 McLarens and 2 Ferraris are about to fight it out for these positions. This is going to be interesting.
I do think there was some kind of team orders between Black Mamba and Noak.
Yeah, there was, because Black Mamba, I think, closed right back up to him again, so there was team orders there. Julian fastest lap again, because those guys are battling.
3 heads within Josh.
He needs these points. He needs them.
It's going to be a point in the end of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Soyuza, well, he's ghosted, so... that's unfortunate. Josh is going defensive as they run down towards turn 4. Sorry, turn 3.
These guys could genuinely just battle, because they're digging at the back, even if there's damage between the two of them. If they both get damaged, they won't mind.
No, I can right up behind Retrix.
Black Mamba's not even dropped off, really.
No, he's keeping pace with them. He's going to use his teammate to carve his way through these cars.
Carve his way through the field, as it were.
And to be fair, the drivers, they haven't picked up I think we've seen 1 corner cut penalty in all of this. So they've been good. But Noak's close.
Noak is very close on those fresher super softs, I think.
Here we go. Is he going to have it? I think he is going to have it. Here we go towards turn 1 Retrix. Even with DRS open, can't fight. Noak pulls to the inside. Down the inside goes the Ferrari. There's contact made between them. Down the inside goes the Ferrari. He makes the move stick, but watch for the McLaren on the outside. Will he try and outbrake him into turn 2? No, Noak plants the car in the middle of the road. Can Retrix get the run? He's going to have... Actually, no. The Ferrari's going to have DRS as well as the McLaren. Here we go then. Retrix is going to try and come back at him, but does he have the pace? It doesn't look like he's got no ERS to work with either. And Noak is into the podium slots now.
Also, Louis, he pulled away to 5-6 seconds. Hasn't been able to really get that.
Scuderia Seb is out. Now there's a surprise. I think he's actually done an Ocon as well. He has done an Ocon.
Who did that? Was it Malloy?
Yeah, he mirrored Malloy, so that's going to put Julian into the points anyway. He did get past Josh down the straight. He's into the points now. That's going to give him 2 points. Now, and he has it. Yeah, it is an Ocon because it's actually a Force India as well. So there's that.
Now for me, Black Mamba's kind of dropped off a little bit. No, he hasn't. I was just being an idiot. He's still right there in the fight. For me though, Noak. This is going to be interesting for Noak. He really doesn't want to get in these battles. He does want to keep those supers nice and tight. Keep them with good stead. For me though, here it looks pretty clear cut. Though probably won't get any overtakes down the back straight.
Yes, so Wayne will not have DRS. Noak will. Black Mamba, so he doesn't have the pace in that last sector to close up. But is Noak close enough? I don't think so, not this time.
He's certainly closing up.
He's closing up, but he'll have a goal in the next DRS section, I reckon.
I'm a little bit surprised about Black Mamba's pace, you know.
It's almost like I jinxed him.
Commentator's curse, you know.
Yeah. But Noak, I don't think he's going to be close enough this time.
No, the battle was on though here between Noak and Wayne. As the laps go on here, you got to think it favours Wayne though. His softs will be degrading a lot slower than Noak's supers. Again, Black Mamba, I'm really confused. He's on a lot younger soft tyres to Retrix's soft tyres. Even more so for Wayne, who's one's a lap older. Well, Wayne's doing quite well considering the circumstances.
Yeah, but no, he closes up in this sector, but it's actually the wrong sector to close up in, because there's nowhere to make an overtake really, and the two guys behind have dropped out of DRS range. So
here's a straight shoot for second.
Between, and Noak's right up his chuff now. He's got to be careful through this one. Nicely taken, and I think it's going to be P2 very shortly. Ooh. Gets right up behind him. And I think it's just going to be no contest. Wayne's just going to have nothing to fight with here.
Yeah, Black Mamba is not even interested in overtaking Retrix. For me, the battle could be on between Noak
and here we go. Noak to take away P2. Wayne just can't really fight it. He tries to come back in the slipstream, but Noak now into P2. He's 6.3 seconds behind our race leader, who is is Lewis. Yeah, and
can he get him? Is Lewis gonna? No, Lewis is gonna make a mistake last lap.
Well, remember what happened in China? We got a safety car with the last 3 laps, so anything can still happen.
Absolutely. Noak, good job from him today. Black Mamba did a very good job as well, but I don't know what's going on. He doesn't seem to be that great in the last sector of the circuit.
Yeah. And Black Mamba just doesn't seem to close up in the right places. He's catching up in sector 2, but he needs to be catching up in sector 3 really.
Noak is catching though.
He is. He is.
He's catching.
But is there enough laps left? Is the question.
At the rate he's going, probably it's gone down from like what was it 6.4?
There's going to be 5 laps to go next lap, so he needs to gain a second a lap.
Well, not even that really. You only need to be in like 5/10 back, and then you'll be in that nice DRS range.
Yeah.
But you've got to be feeling that. Noak, who is pretty happy.
Yeah, he's up 8 positions from where he started. All these guys have gone up the grid really, thanks to the accidents, but we still have 12 drivers running, which I think is pretty good. That's
exceptional. Scuderi sad leaves. He probably doesn't want to look at any more today. Although to be fair, good for the Force India team. His teammate James Slater is still scoring some points for him today as things stand. However, now we're in a bit of a lull.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to settle in and just see if anything happens, because the gaps are quite strung out and guys are just sitting just outside DRS range. And I think Black Mamba, he might just have a slight bit of wing damage. I think his pace is quicker than this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's been using a lot of ERS.
Yes, he has actually. It's a good point.
Meanwhile, Retrix all the same. But
you can't doubt him.
No, definitely can't.
He's doing a great job. As we say, let's go to the dreaded castle section. Ooh, I thought he was going to cut the wall then. I was getting so scared. The car can barely fit.
Yeah, and it's always hold your breath, because they get so close to that wall.
Black Mamba now in DRS range for the time being. I think this will be the first time in a while he loses his back end.
Yeah, I think he's just not really on it.
Because he's on fresher softs as well. I mean, I don't get it. Julian and Josh. Julian's actually caught up to James Slater.
He has. Well, he's about 4 seconds behind, but he
Yeah,
is
either.
catching.
And VSR Josh isn't that far behind them either. Come on, Julian. Give us
Well,
a bit of entertainment.
as it stands, the championship gap's going to come from 30 to 22. Little 8 point gain from Black Mamba.
But yeah, he needs to do more than that. This is a golden opportunity for him as well. Think about it.
But he's fallen even further behind now.
I don't understand. Maybe he does have some wing damage.
Yeah, right hand side. Yeah, right hand side.
Unfortunately, with the Halo this year, we can't see it. Is there actually wing damage there?
I think so. On the right hand side, where you just clipped that wall on that downhill corner, he just tapped the wall a little bit. So he's probably going to have like yellow wing, I reckon. I think it's just compromised
quite
him.
well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's slipping back.
Meanwhile, out front, very, very unexpectedly, is Lewis.
He always seems to do that though. China, we didn't expect him to get a podium. He did.
He did that on the last lap after the safety car. Safety cars always benefit him. He's up 12 positions from where he started.
Our job never gets any easier, does it?
No. Black Mama from 15th on the grid, and Lewis from 12th on the grid.
Yes. This has been crazy. Julian's really catching though.
Yeah, very much so.
I think we might have an overtake coming, and Josh isn't that far behind them. If this could be, Julian almost clips the wall. That could have been game over. But Julian is catching. I wonder if James Slater's got wing damage. However, he's not too far behind Script Fielder, so I just think it's a pace thing.
Yeah, maybe.
I have to say it's been unfortunate for us here because one of the guys that was really involved was Sayuza, and unfortunately with connection issues. Just had to leave. But man,
yeah,
Josh just kind of dropped off here. I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, well, when Julian gets in front, championship gap 24, so every point counts.
Yes, and you have to feel Black Lamber's just like kind of just having a Sunday drive now.
Yeah.
Do you think he realises with there being 12 runners? Do you think he thinks that Julian's further back than he is?
Maybe that is a good point.
Because although Black Lamber will take this, it's not as much as you like because we've got the overtake on track. Jesse and Sayuza, the ghost cars.
The ghost cars.
They're inside each other. This is the most weird thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Julian's punted James in the rear. James, well saved, sir. And here comes Julian now. He just lets him straight through because he felt the push from behind. And James is just, you can hear him feathering the throttle.
Directrix, he's getting close to
yeah,
his teammate.
the battle for the podium's not over.
And we know that these guys aren't really following team orders.
No, definitely not. Lewis is now 8 seconds out front.
And you would think as long as things stay clean, one of the drivers will get a podium anything from McLaren, so they'll take this. But this reminds me of a sort of Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. I believe it was this year, it might have been last year, where they took each other out.
No, it was this year.
Here we go. He's catching, there's 2 laps left to go.
Yes, and...
I think Noak's dropping off the pace a tad.
Yeah, he is, because his tyres are past her. So he's done 13 laps on those Supers. So he's really pushing the limits of them.
Buxter's done 14 somehow.
It looks like Josh might have had a problem. No, he just got out-dragged by James Slater down the main straight.
So side-by-side action.
Yeah, James is within his rights to fight, but he's on 14 lap. He's going to have a go with Josh, I think. This is for 9th place. Down the back straight. Let's see if we can get him on the outside. Be a nice move because it's going to be tough to do it around the outside here, and I think he realises that and backs out of it.
However, Josh, you cannot be kind about this. Another 9th is not what he wanted. As Retrix and Wen get so close together now.
All they got to think about is do not take each other out. Points are so valuable in the constructors.
Absolutely. We're going to have 2 battles here to go for the last lap. One for P9 and one for P3. You have to
Yes.
say it's not been as exciting as the first 3 races here, but Baku has served up another treat here in the prestige tier.
Yeah, Lewis is about to begin the final lap. I don't think he expected to be up here. But I think he'll take it, but we'll keep an eye on this battle for 3rd place.
I think Retrix is just a bit far back for this lap.
Yeah, he needs to save his ERS because he's got none, pretty much.
ERS saving isn't too difficult around Baku.
He's closing up as we run down into turn 1.
This is as close as they've been. If I was Retrix, so I'd went to the big long lane straight towards the end. The drag and the DRS will do the job for you. You just reserve it down here. Put your ERS maybe like a medium or low even.
Yeah,
Just
let's
to
see what
help
he's
out.
doing. He's mode 4 actually. He's in overtake mode. He's closing right up behind Wayne. This is going to be really close. If Retrix stays within this gap, he is going to get Wayne on the line.
This is going to be interesting. I just really... Ooh, Wayne did a bit of
Okay, this is going to get close.
there.
Don't take each other out, boys, because Black Mamba will pick up the pieces.
He will get another podium. So, knowing this, yeah, there will be an issue. Wayne and... Oh, no, they're safe for now. Wayne almost clips it.
He almost does it. Lewis, by the way, is coming through the final sector now. I mean, could you have predicted this?
Absolutely not. Good on him. 9 seconds up.
He's got one more section of track to negotiate. From 13th on the grid. It's never easy wins in Prestige tier. Here we go, through the final kink. He's just got to run the line now. Red Bull's first win of the season is going to go to Lewis. He runs to the line. He wins the Baku Grand Prix. Well done to him. Keep an eye on the McLaren boys, though. Here comes Retrix. He's gonna be so close to the line. Here he comes. I think Retrix is just gonna nab it. Yeah, Retrix is gonna get him as they run to the line. It's a podium for Retrix.
Black Mamba 5th.
Black Mamba in 5th.
15 laps on the super soft.
He's managed to get it to the line. Well done, Julian on Scope Fielder. He might get 7th. He's gonna get 7th. He gets 7th on the line. Well done to Julian.
Black Mamba, that's got to be devastating for Black Mamba.
And Josh
Josh
P9 crashes across the line.
Josh not impressed. What the?
Well then, Lewis wins in Azerbaijan. Julian won last time.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know. I think this is our 4th different winner.
Can we say that there is no favourite in this tier?
I mean,
this could go down to race 21. Only 7. You know, what is happening?
I am right in saying this is our 4th different winner. Blizzard, Black Mamba, Julian, and now Lewis. Yeah, we have 4 different winners in 4 races. That just shows how good Prestige tier is.
In the second, I will quickly run down the standings for you. So Louis with the win, Noah 2nd, Retrix 3rd, Wayne 4th, Black Mamba 5th. Probably hope for a better result, but still 15th from 5th on the grid. No, 5th from 5th to 15th from the grid. Then Brookster 6th, Julian 7th, Scopefield 8th, Josh 9th, and James at 10th. Like rounds of our finishers as Sayuza and Jesse would go towards the end. Our DNFs were Scuderia Seb, Blizzard, Malloy, and Elku.
Yeah, a lot more finishers than I thought there would be. So good job, guys. 12 finishers. We'll take it.
Who's your driver today?
It's got to be Lewis. He's just ran away with it in the end. Perfect timing. And did everything he needed to do.
Julian also did a good job considering the circumstances. I don't think he'll be able to get that driver of the day. But do you think that Mamba will be annoyed at that? Because he only actually gained 4 points in the end.
Yeah, I think just that little mistake cost him. And he definitely could have been on the podium, I reckon. But, yeah, 4 different winners in 4 races. We're heading to Spain next time out. Can we see 5 different winners in 5 different races?
Well, Spain is the complete opposite to Baku. Anyway, guys, we will see you guys next week at 9 PM here on F1 TSR. Thank you guys all so much for 200 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on, like us on Facebook. And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for joining us. Goodbye.